apparently Tfue's suing Faze, and my chat's saying it's no cap.
Are you serious?
I mean, that's what they're telling me, but I still don't believe them. Tfue sues organization over oppressive contract. What?
Wow.
Oppressive?
No way.
He is. It says Turner, a 21-year-old professional gamer known as Tfue, Monday sued Faze for allegedly limiting his ability to pursue his profession in violation of California law, passing on a lucrative brand deal because of a conflict of interest and failing to pay him his share of sponsorship earnings. Damn.
Yikes, man.
That's millions he's lost out on, probably.
Dude,
Yeah, if it's a 20-80 split, that's
80%, bro.
Listen, dude. If you are in the World Cup or you think you're going to qualify, do not sign to an org unless it says in the contract that they don't take any earnings from tournaments. And if you're in a contract that says that, you need to fucking get a lawyer and get the fuck out of that contract. Because I don't care, bro. None of these orgs are doing anything like
Is that down?
even close to like, they're not doing anything like worth like the cut that they're taking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they doing? Tweeting out the stream, giving you fucking merch? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, shit ain't worth it. If you win a fucking $3 million and they take, I don't know, let's say a low percent, like 10%, like it's $100,000 on the million. Like, what the fuck? For what? So you can rep their name in game? Like, what?
I mean, the only frame of mind I would be that you would ever sign that in it is if like your sole blow up is coming from Faze when it's.
I mean, Tfue was already growing, and he was starting to get a pretty big following. But I mean, bro, Faze blew up Cloaksy and Turner.
No, I agree. It's
like,
one of the only orgs that probably blows players up that way, because it has in the past.
Like, Cloaksy was not. I mean, they both really weren't getting like redonkulous viewers. But when you have like, they had like Banks and a bunch of other, you know, of these top Faze creators who are like, you know, tweeting them, telling everyone about them, retweeting clips. Like, Banks has a lot of pull on Twitter. Like, he gets really good interaction.
I can't believe 80%, bro. I can't even wrap my head around that. Like, I'm just wondering if it was flat out like, hey, this is gonna be a 20-80 split, or if it was something in the contract he didn't see. I'm assuming it was something like the second because he's suing them, right?
I'm pretty sure it was he probably was just like, hey, you know, I just want the contract. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, 99.9% of people sign contracts with organizations before actually getting them reviewed by a lawyer. Like, you are like legitimately usually getting the, you know, I mean, you're getting the for pardon my French, the shit end of the stick about 95% of the time when you sign with an organization. It's really, I believe from what I've heard, 100 Thieves is, and there are other orgs that do this as well, but 100 Thieves is pretty open to allowing people to pretty much go out and get their own sponsorships and things like that. But the issue with organizations is you are not, okay, like let's take me for example. I'm like, you know, LG. Like, we had a pretty decently open, you know, relationship with sponsors and things like that, but let's say I was approaching Red Bull and Luminosity was approaching Monster. Like, I 100% couldn't have gotten Red Bull because Luminosity legally could be like, that's a conflict of interest of our sponsors. And
right, and because you were under them,
and I'm under them, like that, it precedes whatever, you know, whatever I want. If I wanted, you know, to be sponsored by McDonald's, or McDonald's reached out to me, and that, but Luminosity was approaching, or, you know, any other organization that I was on was approaching Burger King, or about to do a deal with, you know, literally anyone at all that isn't. You can't, like, it's conflicting, you can't do it because these sponsors who are approaching the, you know, Faze and all these other companies, they want the people and the players underneath that organization to represent them as well. That's the whole point. They want the package deal. They want every single Faze member. They want every single TSM member to be rocking, you know, Razor or whatever the company is. So it's very, very difficult for very talented and very big, massive YouTubers and streamers and competitive players to really actually be happy usually under an organization. Like, once you kind of are bigger than just being a competitor, like, that's when organizations usually don't, you don't benefit that well from them, that much from them. Like, you'd be better off on your own. Like, and Tfue definitely hit that. Like, I mean, but again, it really is that, like, you know what I mean? Like, Faze helped out so much, for sure. So it's like, that's kind of one of the things where it's like, dude, you know, Faze is a big part of what of you know of the explosiveness and the growth. So it's like, I mean, to be fair, that those percentages are nuts. So if that is true,
Yeah, that is.
I'm not justifying the percentages. I want to let everyone know that.
Unbelievable.
Right on me.
And my thing is, I'm wondering if it's do you think it was 80% of everything he made, or do you think it's 80% of what Faze can bring to the table?
I think it's
That's my thought.
I think it's 80% of everything.
I just don't. I've never been a part of an org, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
Like,
that's different. There are rumors that Faze has like pretty, you know, aggressive. I mean, in Faze's defense, like the org, bro, like they have like Faze is like a clout machine, dude. Like if you're on Faze, you're immediately like legitimately contracted Faze. Like that helps you out in more ways than you know anything. Faze, like being on Faze is huge, right? Like so. I mean,
yo, full power right here, brother.
yeah, I don't
80% of everything, Twitch revenue included. No, not a chance.
I don't know how it works, man. I don't know
dude,
if that may be a
if
thing.
you sign the contract, it's possible. So, like, I don't think he's suing for the money, though. He's not suing for that money back. That money's gone. Like, if that's true, that 80% of all that revenue he made in the last year or what if it's been on Faze, that's all gone. What he's trying to sue for is basically to get out of it now, and then eventually, you know, he'll be able to start making all of his money, 100% of it.
That's nuts, dude.
It's tough, dude.
I hope Cloak's contract ain't like that too.
I would assume it's the same. Why would it be different?
That's like the thought I had. I just would hope it wouldn't be. I don't know, for his sake. That's wild though, bro.
This is gonna turn out to be very interesting. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy. Yo, dude, imagine Tfue goes to 100 Thieves, dude.
So
Tom, think of the $5 donut, man.
I guess that at the bottom of the article it said too that someone said High Sky's actually 11, evidently. I don't even know how that gets correlated into that contract, but
Wait, High Sky's 11?
that's what the article says.
Not 13?
Evidently. And
What does that have to do with anything?
well, that's a World Cup. He's not
I'm a
supposed
big
to be.
for you.
Well, he's also not supposed to be streaming if he's actually 11 on Twitch.
Connor had to
I got
switch to YouTube.
Please don't let this guy game in me. Please don't let this guy game in me, please.